Alright, what's up YouTubers? We are here to do a little unboxing video. We got right here from Mars Hydro, one of their more recent, less expensive model LEDs, and they hit me up on Instagram and wanted me to check it out. So we got it here. We're going to take a look at it. Haven't even opened it yet. I did take off some of the tape just so I didn't have to do the whole thing. I'll show you what comes in the box. So this is a Mars Hydro SP-150. So we got a user's manual right here on top. I'm guessing this is probably just a couple pictures and a link, which it is. It gives you a nice little overview of how everything's connected together. We got some specs over here. So we have the SP-150. There's also an SP-250. And we can get some of the specs here right away. It's got a 2 foot by 2 foot flower radius footprint, if you will. And it's consuming 134 watts plus or minus 5% on 110. And it's consuming 138 watts plus or minus 5% on 220. Let's see, so you have the amp draws on here, 1.781 on 120 and 1.092 amps at 220. Physical dimensions are 598 by 80 by 49.5 millimeters. So just some basic specs there for you. So relatively low wattage consumption for the footprint, which is a little concerning, but it is all white diodes and something that you can definitely overcome and have a significant amount of heat, which I don't see on here. That's one thing that I would like to see is what kind of BTU load it creates out of that. I did look at some of the other specs online, which I don't have on here, which is like their efficacy and how efficient their light is, and it does, at least on paper, appear to be very efficient. So it comes with light hangers, which is kind of cool. It looks like we'll have to put those on. It's got a couple hooks we'll probably have to attach. And then on top of that, I'm going to turn this on its side so you guys can see it's packaged well. Got some nice thin packaging there. And you can see the driver right here on top. And a couple of things that you can observe right away, which is the unit is, for its size, relatively heavy. I wouldn't say it's overly heavy, but you can tell it's solid. They do have a nice board in here. It's supported on one side, which is great. Instead of just styrofoam, adds a little more rigidity to it, so it looks like just a piece of plywood. So that's kind of cool. Here you can see the LEDs on an on-board, almost a quantum board-esque setup. Let's see, so here's is an IP65 rating, and the ppf is rated at 250 micromoles per millisecond. So pretty decent in terms of specs, in terms of overall look. It comes ready to go. Like, there's no wiring that you have to do. You pretty much just have to put on the little angle iron things here. I guess they're not angle iron, they're like just little clips. I'll show you. So these are just your normal ratchet hangers. I actually have a whole box of those, but can't have too many, I suppose. So these are going to clip on here to the side so that we can hang the lights from it. I'm just going to take a quick peek here on how this hooks up. Looks like it's going to be pretty easy. Well, this actually shows them attaching the hanging strip directly to this, which you can do also, but I assume these fit on here somehow. Let's see if we can just figure it out here. So it looks to me that's how it's set up to go in there. There's a little spot on each corner that you can hook it through. Just like that. Piece of cake. You can, like it says, like it has in the directions, you can hook the link directly up to the edge here as well. There's a little spot here to be able to connect that, but I think I'm going to do it just like that. We'll see how that goes. So there is a mix of diodes on here. And they have this on there, a couple of specs. I think these are just specification numbers. I don't see any specs themselves other than what's on the little driver mounted here on top, which is the same stuff that we talked about listed on the paper. So definitely nothing overly complicated. To hook this light up, it's definitely as plug and play as you can get. I'm going to face this away from me when I plug it in. Don't blind myself. And there you go. I'll turn off the fluorescence here, and you can see type of output that we're talking about. Obviously this is going to be in a horizontal situation. We're going to keep it relatively close, and I would say that a 2x2 footprint is definitely going to be the max on this thing, especially given its low wattage. But should be very efficient. I can start to feel heat about right here. So that's one of the indicators that you can kind of tell with LEDs in terms of getting the distance from your plant is where you can start to feel the heat, and it'll start to change your leaf surface temperature of your plants. And again, LED can be a little bit more complicated. So, if you guys have any questions about this, let me know. I'm going to do another video once I get it hung up. I'm going to replace one of my ceramic metal halide lights with it, and we'll get an idea of how it does in comparison to that, which it is about half the watt. So I think it'll be an interesting comparison to see whether or not it's going to yield more or less, or how that works. Ceramic metal halide is obviously also a very efficient light, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So stay tuned.